Fans have been asking for it, and now it's officially happening. That's right, the supernatural detective is back and finally getting a sequel. The 2005 film Constantine was a modest commercial success and quickly gained semi-cult status after being hailed by critics as a stylish fusion of spirituality, noir, and supernatural horror. The film starring Keanu Reeves was based on the DC Comics character John Constantine, also known as Hellblazer. Reeves gave the supernatural detective his own unique look, while removing the character's customary golden complexion and British accent. Francis Lawrence made his feature-length directorial debut with Constantine, which was expected to become a franchise. After almost 2 decades, these hopes are finally being fulfilled. But Constantine wasn't a big hit when it came out in theaters in 2005. Despite having over $230 million in worldwide box office receipts, the movie received mixed to negative reviews, making a sequel impossible at the time. However, a cult emerged around Constantine over time. Calls for Constantine 2 have only grown louder as a result of Reeves' revival, leading to many rumors that a sequel will take place in some form, either as a theatrical film or even with Reeves returning as Constantine. It's crucial to note that this film did not form a trilogy with Alexander and Troy. It is not at all about the Emperor. Rather, it is about a man who can see the world that lies beyond the world. The depressed, chain-smoking demon killer Constantine, played by Keanu Reeves, lives above a bowling alley in Los Angeles. Since he was a young child, he has been able to recognize that not everyone who is among us is a human. Some are half angel, and some are half demon. To earn his way into heaven, he must rack up enough frames against the demons. Oh, and Constantine is aware that he is doomed to hell, and he nearly kills himself because of that. Both the fans and the cast and crew of the first film, including Keanu Reeves, were surprised by the level of interest the world had in the Constantine sequel. The idea of the movie getting a sequel raises a lot of questions, including its status, who will star in it, and when the movie will be released if it is approved. At first, it seemed like Constantine 2 was taking place. Peter Stormare, who played Lucifer in the first film, has reportedly confirmed that a sequel is in the works, randomly posting a photo of himself in Constantine with the caption, "Sequel in the works." Reeves also expressed interest in the mission, which sparked the excitement of many followers. Though J.J. Abrams' planned HBO Max series is no longer moving forward, he will produce Constantine 2, which has been officially greenlit, potentially setting up the DCEU's Justice League Dark. Regardless of the fact that the first film was not a critical success, Warner Bros. Has decided to turn it into a franchise in light of their recent efforts to bring more DC characters to the big screen. Keanu Reeves' career has been on the rise recently, with more John Wick films on the way, as well as the most recent The Matrix and Bill and Ted installments under his belt. The film's director, Francis Lawrence, also claimed that Reeves and the crew had discussed Constantine 2. Nonetheless, given Reeves' popularity and the desire for a sequel, it's strange that Constantine 2 has yet to be released. If the film is made, we cannot imagine anyone else playing John Constantine other than Keanu Reeves, who has expressed a strong interest in reprising the role beyond the first film, and who is looking forward to returning to old franchises, as noted by his return for the 4th Matrix film, in the role of Neo about 18 years after the last version. Another returning cast member would undoubtedly be Peter Stormare in the role of Lucifer. But aside from these two, we have no idea who else would join the franchise's sequel. Before we go any further, we wanted to let you know that it's time for you to smash that like button if you haven't done it already. Nobody else in the cast has made any hints about joining in, so we made some guesses. Shia LaBeouf, whose character, Chaz Kramer, died in the first film, but was later revealed to be an angel in a post-credit scene. Rachel Weisz, who plays Angela Dotson, and even Tilda Swinton, whose archangel Gabriel was left to live out his or her mortal life, could all appear in the film. We do hope to see them once again. Making Constantine 2 with Keanu Reeves is a huge victory for DC, at a time when the DC Extended Universe's future is once again up in the air. The cult status of the first film might have convinced the studio to restart the series, but it's more likely that Keanu's success helped the production of the second film. Francis Lawrence, the film's director, and screenwriter Akiva Goldsman made the long-awaited Constantine 2 announcement with the news of their return. So, the ending of the first film does provide a number of story arcs, but it is unclear what Constantine 2's plot might involve. At the end of the first Constantine movie, John makes a personal sacrifice that saves his soul. But Lucifer, who despises John for constantly interfering in his and God's affairs, cures his cancer and makes him mortal once more, within the hopes that he will make a mistake and damn himself to hell in the future. It seems likely that John will end up in trouble in Constantine 2 and go to jail at some point, which is not surprising. It's imaginable that Constantine 2 will continue the other plot lines that were left unresolved at the conclusion of the first movie. Constantine appears in a post-credit scene visiting the grave of Chaz, who was killed by Gabriel after handing over the Spear of Destiny to Angela and trading cigarettes for a piece of gum. "You did good, kid," he says as he approaches Chaz's grave.
You did good, kid.
And places his lighter on top of it. As he walks away, a pair of angel wings appear, revealing Chaz in angel form before flying away into the sky. Chaz appears in the Hellblazer comics as a driver/bodyguard, known for his strength and survival skills, but his transformation to angelic form is reserved only for the Constantine film. It's unclear why he transforms into an angel, let alone what his new mission is, but it's something that could be explored in the sequel. This also applies to the plot in which Angela Dodson, the detective, reawakens her suppressed psychic abilities as a result of working with John to solve the mystery surrounding the death of her twin sister. We can see that it does establish several storylines. The first is Angela's desire to pursue a career in paranormal research, which is followed by Constantine and Midnight taking a completely different tack by conducting additional investigations that dive even further into the supernatural. All of these investigations will be directly based on comic books, and if the follow-up decides to dig a bit deeper into the original source, then the possibilities are endless. Also, we have Gabriel, who believes that by unleashing hell on earth, those who survive will have truly proven themselves worthy of God's love, and eventually a place in heaven. But as punishment for attempting to cast hell upon the people of Earth at the conclusion of the first movie, the Archangel Gabriel was also transformed into a human. Therefore, it makes sense that Gabriel would seek revenge against John in the sequel. According to Lawrence, the first film was made with a PG-13 rating in mind. But if the sequel is confirmed, one thing that has been suggested for it is that it will have a harder R rating than the first one. As a result, you need to smash that subscribe button and notification bell so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. Because of his sacrifice, John earned his redemption and still has a ticket to heaven. But Lucifer believes Constantine is destined to make mistakes and that his life choices will lead him back into his arms and back to hell. We'll see how this goes. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.